coaching? Wolf coaching should know better. Like everybody knows that creatine gummies are absolute bullshit. Okay, I got a little story to tell you. So the other day, my client sends me a message through my app. She DMs me and she's like, "Hey Jonni, how many grams of creatine should I have a day?" And I'm like, "Well, 3 to 5 recommended dose, but depending on the person, they could probably have a little bit more." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Oh, just wondering. Thanks." Then next line, she's like, "What's your take on creatine gummies?" I'm like, "They're bullshit." And video over. No, dead serious. I'm like, "They're bullshit." I'm like, "Wow, what's up?" She's like, "Well, I was watching one of Milo Wolf's videos the other day, and he was promoting creatine gummies." And I'm like, "What? Wait a minute. I'm like, Wolf coaching? Wolf coaching should know better. Like everybody knows that creatine gummies are absolute bullshit." So she sends me the video, and I watch this video. Ranking every muscle building supplement. Don't waste your money.
In this video, I'll be ranking supplements based on how much muscle they can help you build and how beneficial they are on average to your health. Those are the 2 criteria I'll be using.
That's some really good parameters there. Milo, good job, buddy.
Next up, we have arguably the goated muscle growth supplement, creatine. More specifically, creatine monohydrate. Creatine is by far the most studied hypertrophy supplement. And in fact, when looking at it in a meta-analysis, it might help you gain more muscle by up to 3 pounds in a given year. The same benefits seem to apply to things like strength and even power. So if you're a sprinter, if you're a strength athlete, or just someone who wants to gain muscle, creatine monohydrate is something you should consider. However, I must confess to you, I've not been having the sand recently. Instead, I've been having delicious creatine gummies by Tasty Gains. Each of these gummies has 1 gram creatine. So just take 3 to 5 a day for your 3 to 5 grams, and you're covered. The reason there's nearly none left, everyone's been eating them. I'm not even joking. So if you don't enjoy traditional creatine powder texture...
They got him too! They got him! Milo, why? Milo, why? Why, Milo, why? Why'd you fall for it? Why'd you take it? God. The absolute crazy thing is that he starts off talking about creatine being one of the most studied, has the most research, it is backed. I 100% agree. Anybody who's been in the industry long enough, who's educated enough, don't have to be educated. Everyone knows this has been out forever. It works, and it works. All the things he said are 100% true. Use it. If you're not using creatine, use creatine. Benefits with building muscle, helps with your cognitive health as well too. It's a game changer. It is. Awesome. And then right after, he's like, "By the way, I've been lying to you guys. I've been eating creatine gummies." And the crazy thing about it is, like literally the day after, because I was like, I gotta do a video on this. And then my same client's like, "Oh my God, James Smith did a video on it." I'm like, "What? James Smith? Damn it, you beat me to it." But listen, I suggest you go watch James Smith's video. It is absolutely brilliant. He went out and with some stones on him, tested a bunch of different supplement brands, creatine gummies. Literally, we have our own creatine. We have our own creatine monohydrate at Blue Star, right? Anyway, creatine itself has to be like dissolved in water or liquid and then ingested, right? That's why it's like, you don't want to just dry scoop. You don't want to dry scoop creatine. Creatine monohydrate ain't the best thing to be dry scooping ever, right? But it works at its best when it is dissolves in liquid and then ingested. When you go through the process of actually making creatine gummies, it loses like most of it, if not all of its creatine. And the dopest thing about James' video is that he literally goes into a bunch of different brands and pulls out exactly what's actually in the creatine. So like James Smith's video, most of the gummies have like less than 2% of actual creatine in the actual gummy itself. There's ones like Overload Gummies had less than 2% of its claimed amount of creatine in the gummies. You'd have to literally eat 100 gummies a day to get the 5 grams of creatine a day. Gains Nutrition also had like 2% creatine. Some brands literally only had like 0.05 grams per gummy of creatine. So you're not gonna build strength from candy. And creatine gummies, they're candy with a sprinkle of hope. Here's the truth most gummy brands don't want you to know. A recent lab analysis found that 46% of creatine gummies failed to meet label claims. Some had almost no creatine at all. That means you're paying a premium price for fruit snacks. Most supplements weren't meant for gummies.
Why? Because making gummies requires water. And when you add water to ingredients like creatine, it creates stability issues. It starts breaking down before it even gets in your body. That means the creatine you think you're getting might already be half gone. And that's why creatine monohydrate in pure powder form remains the gold standard. It's stable, clinically researched, bioavailable, and dosed correctly every time. Our formula is also NSF certified for sport, which means it's lab tested and certified free of the 290 substances banned by major athletic organizations. So if you've been chasing flavor sugar cubes hoping for performance gains, it's time to upgrade to real results. Click below to get Blue Star NUTRACEUTICAL's Creatine Monohydrate, the one trusted by coaches, athletes, and people who actually read the label.
His video is actually dope. He goes through everything. And even like the amount of money each supplement company has made by selling creatine gummies. And y'all literally buying these gummies. Like y'all just, you might as well go get gummy bears and eat them. And then here's what you need to do, right? If you want creatine gummies, what you want to do is you want to get some creatine itself, because the creatine monohydrate. You're gonna put that in water, maybe. Don't put it in water, it tastes gross. Put in some, like, I don't know. I like put it in my coffee, but for this suggestion, I'm gonna tell you, we ain't gonna do that. Coffee is dope, put in your coffee every morning, super easy, can't taste anything, dissolves easily, bam. Great taste, because I like coffee, whatever, right? Anyway, you're gonna take a creatine. You're gonna put in your drink. You put some, maybe some like sugar-free, juice or, squirt in there, or even you put it into your BCAAs, whatever, right? You mix it up, you take that, and then what you do is you go to the store, maybe you already went to the store, but you pick up some actual gummy bears. You pick those gummy bears up, right? And take maybe, I don't know, 2-3 gummy bears. And you shove them in your mouth and you chew them up, and then you wash it down with the creatine. And you save some money. You would literally get the actual required amount of creatine with gummy bears. Like, as much as I'm joking there, like that is it. Like, don't waste your money. You are literally wasting money on creatine. And here's the kicker. Here's the thing that's even like crazy when it comes down to it, right? The recommended dose is like 3 to 5 grams of creatine, right? Yeah, of course, right? It does work. It makes sense, right? They're not gonna say they're wrong, but like, put it this way. I weigh 220 pounds and my client weighs about 120 pounds. So you're telling me that me and my female client, who's 100 pounds smaller than me, should take the same amount as them? No, right? There's some studies that are done, that are out there, that suggest having more creatine. If you're like a 100 kilogram pound person, like if you're 100 kilograms or more, you can get away with taking 10 grams of creatine. If you're 80 kilograms, take around 8 grams. If you're like 50 kilograms, take or more, take, etc., right? So it kind of gives you an idea of what you could take. Because again, when it comes down to it, if you think about it, 3 to 5 grams as a blanket dose for everybody, no matter how big the person is or how much muscle it is, kind of doesn't make that much sense. It's almost like you're getting a cookie cutter dose for creatine, right? Having said that, if you are taking 6 grams of creatine and you buy creatine gummies, maybe the creatine gummies that Milo suggests to take because those are the most tastiest things in the world, and he's been taking that instead of the way he said earlier, which is the most tested and reliable source of creatine, you would have to take like 100 gummies. What you're doing with creatine gummies is this. You're taking your money, whether it's paper or card, and you're like, see you later, and you're just chucking it out the window. You're wasting money on a supplement that has never actually worked. Now, there are some companies where they had creatine in the gummies, but it still wasn't close to 3 grams and it wasn't close to 5 grams. The claimed dosage that was on any of these companies' creatine gummies was nowhere near close to what they said was in there. Some had like maybe 2 grams. Cool. 2 grams of creatine per gummy. How many gummies you gotta take to get your like, come on, man, let's be serious. So when it comes down to it, I'm sitting there watching, saying like, why would Milo do such a thing? And he knows better. There's no way that Milo, with all the education he has, all the experience that he has, can confidently say, I've been taking creatine gummies because they're better than creatine monohydrate. The most tested supplement, the most reliable supplement that has proven benefits of muscle gain and cognitive health in its purest form, the powder bitter stuff that you mix in something that tastes good because they don't taste good. Majority of people who make creatine gummies is because they know it can sell because this stuff don't taste good. So when to take it at the same time every day. Can't hurt, not a big deal, right? Loading phase, no need for a loading phase at all. So take it the same time you want to take it. What you take it in? I like taking it with my coffee. I have a glass of water in the morning, make my coffee, I put my creatine in my coffee, I mix up my coffee, I got my Splendors in there and I got a little bit of cream, some whatever. I can't taste it, drink it back, it's all dissolved. Perfect for me, that's my daily routine. If you want to take it before you train, take it before you train. You want to take it before you go to bed, take it before you go to bed. Just do it on a consistent basis. And that's it. Mix it in wherever you want to mix it. It takes away the bitter taste of creatine. But that's it. There's no magic or crazy strategy. There's no loading phase necessary. And when it comes down to it, it's so basic that it's just a white powder form that you put into some liquid that you can choke back and reap the benefits of muscle gains and cognitive health. Period. Guys, do not get fooled. Men and women, please do not get fooled anymore. I said it. You go watch James Smith's video. He's got it even more in depth. But if you decide after today that you're not gonna listen, fine, go ahead. Go have the most expensive gummies you've ever had in your life. Because that's all you be doing. Spending money on expensive candy. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you took in that advice and hope you follow it. And if you guys want to know more things, want me to debunk whatever it is, you want to just know more about fitness and training and how to make it fit your life, guys, hit the link in the description below, johnnshfitness.com. Fill out that application, get on a 50-minute call with me. We go over your goals and see what we can achieve together. And for those of you who have already made some progress and you're just kind of stuck and you want to know how to get past that plateau, do the same thing. Hit the link in the description below, get a 50-minute call with me, and we'll go over your goals and see what we can achieve together. Anyway, guys, if you want to get your creatine NSF certified for sport, hit up bluestarnutraceuticals.com. Use my code Johnny for 10% off site-wide. And until next time, guys, you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron, progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.